In this video, I'm going to show you 3 typical meals that people eat in a day when they're trying to lose weight. One meal of breakfast, one of lunch, and one of dinner. And what you'll notice is that all of these meals look healthy, but they backfire. They're low calorie and they're what most diets recommend, yet they often lead to more hunger, more snacking, and more feeling out of control later in the day. Then I'll show you how this other approach, using principles from the Mediterranean diet, changes the same meals but with minor tweaks so that you can see how you'll be able to eat for weight loss and keep the weight off long term. If we haven't met yet, hey there, I'm Dr. Anna. I'm a medical doctor and I've helped thousands of adults lose weight and keep it off with healthy and sustainable methods, both in my clinical practice and here online. And today, my goal is for you to get a little better understanding of how typical weight loss meals can sabotage progress. Because truthfully, most people trying to lose weight are not eating junk food all day long. Often, they're choosing foods that sound light and healthy. But what I see over and over again from folks is that the problem usually isn't the food itself. Instead, it's how the meal is put together and what happens after you eat it. So to help explain this very common trap, let's just go over some of these typical meals. We'll start with our healthy breakfast that often backfires. So here's a typical breakfast that a lot of people eat when they're trying to lose weight. It could be instant oatmeal with water or milk, maybe some fruit, or a piece of toast with jam, or a light yogurt cup, or maybe a bowl of whole grain breakfast cereal, or a fruit smoothie made with fresh juice. Now, on paper, all of these are low calorie, they sound really clean, and they're really easy and quick to make. But what typically follows is this. If this is your breakfast, often you may be experiencing hunger just 1 or 2 hours later. You might feel the energy peak and then dip off. And you might find yourself reaching for a snack mid-morning. Plus, this leads to predictable blood sugar spikes and then crashes. Now, this is not because these breakfasts are bad. No, that's not what we're saying. And it's not because any one of these foods is actually a villain or off limits. Not the fruit, not the oats, not the bread. Nope. What we have here is a problem of imbalance. Now, as a consequence, these meals risk making the body not satisfied for long enough. So what we want to do is reframe this so that we're building a meal that supports weight loss and is keeping you full. So I call this the Mediterranean weight loss breakfast. Let me show you how this works. So compare the other examples that we just went over to the following: a bowl of plain Greek yogurt with fruit and nuts or seeds. Or if you're a savory person, how about a plate of eggs with vegetables and whole grain toast with some olive oil? Or how about whole cooked oats into oatmeal, cooked from the whole rolled oats form, with added fruits like berries and nuts? Now, it's the same time of day, but you'd have very different outcomes. What people will notice instead is that a meal like this for their first meal of the day will help them stay full longer, have steadier energy, and they don't feel this urgent need to snack mid-morning. Now, why is this the case? What changed was not the amount of food or even the calories. Instead, it was the structure. Now, Mediterranean-style meals tend to include 4 things consistently, and that is protein, which helps the meal last, it keeps you full. Plus, it's very essential for our body's function in maintaining healthy muscles. Usually there's some healthy fats in there, which slow down our digestion, increase satisfaction, give a lot of nice flavor, and also help keep us full. Plus, we get fiber from real whole food forms. This adds the volume and that helps make us feel full from the meal. It also feeds our gut and it doesn't add a lot of calories because fiber itself is a component in carbohydrate foods that is not really containing the calories. Now, when one of these things is missing, or multiple, or all of them, hunger tends to show up sooner. The other key thing to realize is that breakfast is a classic place where a ton of added sugar shows up. So the Mediterranean diet traditionally uses other things to flavor meals, like herbs, spices, citrus fruits, not really for breakfast, but in lunches or dinners, garlic, onions, etc. And all of these things help make the meal feel really complete and tasty. This is key for helping decrease the amount of added sugar in our meals so they stay satisfied without spiking up our blood sugar and causing us to feel really sluggish after we eat. Plus, all the meals are rooted in whole, natural foods, which are jam-packed with nutrition, vitamins, minerals, etc. You don't need to rely on the manufacturers adding them back in because they're not really processed and packaged, and they don't come with all the other junk that ends up being in these processed and packaged foods. Now, real quick, if this way of thinking about your breakfast and meals in general feels kind of new or confusing, but you don't want to miss out on any of the long-term weight loss success, I break down this entire method for how to apply this thinking step by step in my free Mediterranean weight loss webinar. You can register for it at the link in the description below this video, or if you're watching this from a TV, there's a QR code on screen. You just open up your phone's camera app and hover over top, and the link to register is going to pop right up. So that was sort of our breakfast approach. Now let's take a typical healthy lunch that I see backfire for a lot of people who are trying to lose weight. Some very common choices are the following: big veggie salad with fat-free or light dressing, with a little bit of cheese on top and maybe a piece of bread on the side. Now, from the outside looking in, this seems like it's super filling and it might be low in calories. And you think, okay, but vegetables, I'm supposed to be eating that, right? True, but here's what often happens next. You might feel full from this meal for maybe an hour, and then your hunger's going to creep back in. That's when you're going to be hit with those afternoon cravings and the grazing starts. So here's what you have with this. It's a good amount of fiber from lots of the vegetables in the salad. Yes, but it's pretty lacking in protein. Cheese is really not a high quality source of protein. Now, you may or may not even have any source of healthy fat, because if you're going for some of those fat-free or light dressings, often they remove the oil component, but what are they adding in to make it still tasty? It's sugar. Now, the risk is by eating this way, if your afternoon meal is not full and balanced, well, that's when you're going to be reaching for those mid-afternoon snacks. And usually these are the kinds of things that do not fit well into a weight loss approach. I'm talking pretzels, chips, cookies, candy, flavored coffees, flavored energy drinks, you name it. So let's flip this one around and now look at a Mediterranean approach to a weight loss lunch. So here are some examples. Yes, a vegetable salad, but it's going to be anchored with a high quality source of protein. Beans, fish, chicken, lentils, does not matter what you want to eat. Even tofu would work fine, although it doesn't natively come from the Mediterranean region. Then our dressing, instead of those like pre-made salad packets that are loaded with added sugar, how about just some oil and vinegar, squeeze of lemon on top? And then we can have some whole grains. If we wanted, we could put quinoa or even brown rice into the salad, or just have a whole grain piece of toast on the side. Especially if it has seeds in there, it's going to add a lot of nice fiber. Now, here's what people report when they start eating this way. They feel satisfied, but they have a lot more energy, and they're really not thinking about food in the afternoon. What I hear so often from folks is their food noise starts to go away. Now, by this point in the video, it should be clear why. There's a very balanced mix of nutritious foods here that include protein, fiber, and healthy fats, so you can really charge up your fat-burning machine. So you're going to get fiber from those vegetables, maybe beans, whole grains, whatever you included. You're going to get protein from that high quality source of protein you selected. Be it beans, it was fish, it was chicken. Even some whole grains like quinoa do provide us some protein. And then healthy fats are going to come from things like olives or olive oil that you included. Natural flavorings, things like, of course, the flavor that comes from the olive oil, but also the vinegar, maybe some herbs or spices you included. If you squeezed some lemon on top, that's going to give you a really potent amount of flavor without really adding any calories. And the last part is key here, because this all adds up together, which allows you to cut out any added sugar that you will get from some of these fat-free or light salad dressings. And folks, that added sugar is killer for your body. It is going to sabotage your weight loss progress every single time. Now, this is exactly the point where many people realize that they don't necessarily just need some food rules. They kind of need a clear structure. This is exactly why I teach a structure of how to approach things in my free Mediterranean weight loss webinar. It's all about how to assemble your meals so that they hold you for longer, so you're not crashing and burning and reaching for snacks that aren't actually healthy for you. Plus, you can lose weight a lot easier when you're not starving yourself or suffering, because this whole approach is sustainable. Don't forget to register with the link below this video in the description or the QR code that you're going to see on screen right over here. Okay, now we're ready to transition over to dinners. These dinners that are typically healthy but backfire on our weight loss progress. So, this is where things typically unravel for folks because they're at the end of their day. The motivation they have for weight loss is the lowest that it's been the entire day long. And usually, this is where all the challenge comes in. Let's take a classic dinner, for example. How about a healthier version of mac and cheese? What I see all the time, I see these recipes flying around online. They say, oh, this is a healthier version because it has low fat cheese and we use skim milk and it's whole grain pasta. And maybe we'll add some carrots in there or something. Now, what we're really doing here is we're just swapping out ingredients that are typically not good for our body for weight loss or in general, but the structure of the meal didn't really change. So I'd argue the structure of the meal still doesn't really support weight loss optimally because it lacks enough protein. It's basically still just a carb bomb with a bunch of salty, maybe sweet things in there. There's not really a substantial source of even healthy fats, which we actually do need, even if we're trying to lose weight. Now, what I often see from both my patients in clinic and my clients online is that when they eat a meal like this, they're going to notice later on that they're still hungry, that they go on to snacking at night, or they just needed something else. And they often have strong cravings for things like desserts. Or they had to actually snack really hard right before they made this dinner because they were still so hungry from that really light lunch that they had, and that didn't really satisfy them. So when meals don't satisfy, the body will keep asking for more. This is not rocket science. This is how our biology works. Our body craves nutrients. It shows up in us desiring certain flavors, but ultimately the organs in the body to function need specific nutrients. And if we're not giving our body those nutrients, it's just going to make us feel hungrier. So let's flip this one around. Now, how would we approach a weight loss dinner using the Mediterranean style? Compare this. What if we chose our dinner starting from thinking about our protein as the anchor for the whole meal? Whatever your dietary preferences are, if you eat animal foods, if you don't eat animal foods, doesn't really matter. Pick your favorite protein. Chicken, turkey, tofu, beans, eggs, fish, etc. Then, let's say you like the flavor of mac and cheese or you like pasta. Amazing. You should have some pasta as a side dish or even as a first course, the way the Italians actually do it. It doesn't necessarily have to be the entire plate. Then you want to make sure you're including fiber-rich foods. This can come from beans or lentils or vegetables, etc. And then we need to include a source of healthy fat. This can be something like olive oil or nuts or seeds and those healthy flavorings, herbs, spices, the flavor from olive oil, you name it. Now, the outcome a lot of people describe when they start eating this way is that they're actually getting really full from their dinner. And ultimately, since the meal is totally imbalanced, they're still able to fit this within their total calorie amount allotted for the day if they are doing calorie counting. It's also really easy to control how much oil is added or how much pasta is made because they're eating it in conjunction with other things and they're not going to go overboard. Plus, people are often telling me that they don't really feel the need to eat something again after dinner, so they might no longer even want to have their dessert or another snack. Now, overall, you'll see incorporating all of these things does not mean you're eating less food. In fact, it might look like you're eating more at your meal. But the idea is that your meals are balanced and they fill you up so that throughout the entirety of your day, you're eating less and less frequently. Now, here's why this leads to weight loss. And this is the key part to understand. And it's the part most people mess up. As you can see, when our meals hold us longer, we end up needing to eat fewer times throughout the day. Snacking naturally decreases, and thus our energy stays steadier. This is also how overall calorie intake comes down. In other words, we can eat fewer calories across the entirety of our day because we actually get full and satisfied so we can move on and do other stuff in between our meals. This also can happen without you counting, tracking, or putting in constant effort. And you never really feel the urge to cheat or you feel guilty or that you quit your diet because, again, you're not even doing a diet. You're just building your meals right. Now, if this is helping you see meals differently, I want you to do this right now. Send this video to 3 people who are also trying to lose weight and they still feel confused about what actually works. Maybe they've tried everything else out there and they're still not making it work for the long term. Then, when you're ready, jump into this next video up here on screen for more weight loss magic using healthy approaches that are sustainable, like the Mediterranean diet. Jump into that video and I will see you over there.